Stoke or stock? Stoke? Stock? Hello. Good morning for me. Hello to you for whatever time of day it is for you. How are you? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Anyway, welcome back to EmiWeekly. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be bringing you along with me and showing you what I eat in a day, but specifically what I eat in a day with celiac disease. In my first video that was uploaded just a few days ago, go check that out if you haven't watched it yet. If you have watched it, then you'll definitely recall me saying,
I actually have celiac disease. I plan on doing a more in-depth kind of dedicated video to that.
Well, here is that in-depth dedicated video to that. I do plan to make this a series so that I can show you guys what I eat in a day on a regular basis, maybe what I eat in a week, etc. But either way, this will give you a little bit of an idea of what I can have with celiac disease. I'm going to go in depth as to what celiac disease is, what it means for me, and what foods I typically eat with celiac disease. With all of that said, let me get a sip of coffee and then we'll get into specifically what celiac disease is. I love coffee, just need that energy. So first I want to start off by saying that I am not a doctor in any way, shape, or form. I do not have a medical degree. So everything that I say is from my personal experience, everything that I've experienced myself, or I'm going to give you the resource for where I have obtained this information. But either way, please do not just take my advice. If you suspect that you have celiac disease, please make sure that you go and see a doctor to get an official diagnosis. Do not self-diagnose and do not take my word for it. So make sure that if you suspect that you have it, that you go see a professional doctor who can run the appropriate tests and give you the appropriate medical advice for you and your situation specifically. With that said, let's get into what celiac disease is. So according to celiac.org, it states that celiac disease is a serious autoimmune disease that occurs in genetically predisposed people where the ingestion of gluten leads to damage in the small intestine. It is estimated to affect 1 in 100 people worldwide. So it goes on to say in a little bit more detail that when people with celiac disease eat gluten, which is a protein that is found in wheat, rye, and barley, their body mounts an immune response that attacks the small intestines. These attacks lead to damage of the villi, which are small finger-like projections that line the small intestines that promote nutrient absorption. So that means that I cannot have gluten. No cheat meals are even allowed with celiac disease. I hear that some people cheat. I can't imagine how. The few times that I've accidentally had something that's been cross-contaminated, I've been extremely sick. I'm talking like thought that I was gonna have to go to the hospital because of the abdominal pain that I was having type of sick. So I cannot have any cheat meals with gluten whatsoever. It's not a good idea. It's just gonna make me terribly, terribly sick. It's gonna cause permanent damage that is irreversible and it's just not worth it. So that is a very basic overview of what celiac disease is, so that in this video and in future videos, when you hear me mention it, you can go, oh, okay, that makes sense. There's a ton of resources and information on it as well, so please do research on your own. So now that I've given you that overview, we're gonna go ahead and get into it of what I eat in a day. As you saw already, I love my coffee. That is something that with celiac disease I can have. Now, what I will say is some people with celiac disease have other complications. Maybe coffee isn't the best thing for them. So as you saw, I made my iced coffee. I either have hot coffee or cold brew coffee. My cold brew of choice, I usually get it in the jug. I don't have time to make it myself, although I feel like one day I'm going to allow my coffee passion to move forward into the cold brewing my own coffee step. But for now, I buy my own cold brew and I get the Stoke. Is it Stoke or Stock? Stoke? Stock? I call it Stoke. I feel like that makes the most sense, but if I'm saying it wrong, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, I like to get the Stoke cold brew coffee. I feel like it has the most flavor. It's rich. I don't always eat breakfast. This morning I am gonna go ahead and eat breakfast because I do intend to go to the gym, and you're probably looking at me right now and you're going, Emmy, I think you're a little confused because your hair's wet. It looks like you showered this morning. Yeah. I got up this morning, got in the freaking shower, started washing my hair, and then realized I had plans to go to the gym. Looked at my husband and went,
I cannot believe I washed my freaking hair when I plan to go to the gym. There's 0 point in it.
but anyway, it's okay. So yes, my hair is wet. I'm still going to the gym. Nothing will stop me. I'll just wash it after that, and then I won't wash it for another 4 days. And we'll be golden. Point in that little ramble was to say I am going to the gym today, and while I'm not super hungry for breakfast, I do think it's a good idea that I eat a little something before I go to the gym. So I'm just gonna make myself a couple of eggs just to get that little bit of protein in there. It's not gonna be too heavy on my stomach. It's not gonna be too difficult for me to eat because, like I said, I don't have much of an appetite. Honestly, not having much of an appetite kind of carries over into a lot of things I do. Every morning I wake up and it's about 50-50 whether I'm gonna be super hungry or I'm going to have absolutely zero interest in food. So I'm gonna go ahead and make those eggs and then get myself ready and go to the gym. I am planning on going to my mom and dad's house a little bit later today just to visit with them and say hello, and I wanna go ahead and get the gym out of the way so that I have a little bit of time to rest somewhere in between there before I just have to head out the door and go. So let's cook together. So I just finished my eggs. They were absolutely delicious. I'm about to go to the gym, but before I head out for the gym, I want to throw together the soup that I'm gonna have for lunch today. So it is a really super simple recipe. It's basically like a throw all the ingredients in a crock pot kind of recipe, but I wanna go over it with you so you see exactly what I do to make it. But it's a salsa verde soup and it's absolutely delicious. So let me show you what you'll need for it. All right, so for this recipe, you are of course going to need your crock pot. You're going to need 4 cloves of garlic minced. I'm gonna go ahead and use this pre-minced garlic right here. A 4.5 ounce can of green chilies. 4 cups of chicken broth. If you're doing this gluten-free, you're gonna wanna make sure that you get an organic brand that also specifically states that they are gluten-free on the ingredients label. This one does, so we are good to go. Either 1 16-ounce jar of the salsa verde, or you're going to get, like I had to do, my store didn't carry a 16-ounce jar, so I got 2 7-ounce jars and I'm gonna make it work. Half a yellow onion diced. I get this pre-diced from my deli. A teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, lime juice. Then you'll need 4 ounces of cream cheese. Because I have celiac disease, I need to do my best to eat dairy-free as well as gluten-free, because with celiac disease, it's very common to also have lactose intolerance, which I do have. So I like to get the cashew milk cream cheese that's organic, and it says on the side here, lactose-free, palm oil-free, gluten-free, soy-free, and non-GMO. I highly recommend this brand. It's delicious. And then for garnishment, you'll want an avocado. I like to get the mini avocados because I just slice it up and eat the entire thing in one meal, and it's a perfect size for me. And also to garnish, you'll want to get your cilantro. I already have mine cut up. I pretty much eat cilantro on anything, so I already have mine pre-cut here and ready to garnish. All right, so once you have all of your ingredients, you're literally just gonna throw it into a crock pot, and then you're gonna cook it on high for 3 to 4 hours or low for 6 to 7 hours. It's as easy as that. Okay, so now that that's done, that can go ahead and continue cooking while I hurry up, go get ready, and head to the gym. So let's go.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Tell your daddy I'm home. Hello. Hello, baby boy. Mommy missed him. Hi, Simba. Please ignore my unmade bed, but how cute I came upstairs to him sleeping. You sweet boy. All All right, so I just got home from the gym. Today was a killer workout. It was lower body day. It kicked my ass, literally. I'm about to hurry up, get a shower so that I can go downstairs because that soup that we made earlier, it is now ready and I am ready to eat it. I am extremely hungry, so I will check back in with you a little bit later. All right, so shower done, lunch done. I'm about to leave to go to my parents' house, but before I do that, I want to whip up the dessert that I plan on having tonight before I go because it does have to stay in the refrigerator for a minimum of 1 hour. And I want to give it enough time to cool down so that I can come back and after I eat dinner, I can just immediately eat it and not have to wait a really long time. By the time I get home and eat dinner, I'd imagine it's going to be pretty late. So I want to go ahead and jump into that. But I want to show you the recipe before I go. I'm going to be making vanilla coconut chai pudding. I've never tried it before. This is going to be the first time that I give it a shot. It looks really good. It looks right up my alley, so hopefully I like it, but let's get into making it. All right, so what you're gonna need for this recipe, first and foremost, you're gonna need the bowl that you're gonna be putting everything in. The recipe calls for 1 can of coconut milk, half a cup of chia seeds, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. All right, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your can of coconut milk and you're gonna wanna shake it. This is so the cream and the water mix together. And then you're going to take the coconut milk and place it in the bowl. I did not shake this hard enough. So if you do what I did and you didn't shake it well enough beforehand, you can just grab your whisk and just mix it together. This way the water and the cream get blended all the way through here. All right, once you have that better mixed together, then this is your time that if you want to add a sweetener, you are more than welcome to add a sweetener. I'm not going to, but I am going to add vanilla. The recipe calls for 1 teaspoon, but I am going to do 2 teaspoons. After adding the vanilla and your sweetener of choice, you're just going to whisk it together. Then you're going to add in your half cup of chia seeds. After adding the chia seeds, you're going to whisk it all together again until it's thoroughly blended through. Then you are going to cover your bowl with plastic wrap, and then you're going to place it in your refrigerator to cool for a minimum of 1 hour so that it sets into pudding. All right, so now that I have that in the refrigerator to cool, I'm gonna run upstairs and I'm gonna get ready to go to my parents. My parents are very private people. They do not like to be filmed, so I'm going to leave the camera at home. I'm just going to enjoy my time with them, and then I will check back in with you once I'm home.
2 hours later.
All right, so I just got home from my parents' house. Oh, there's something on my lens. Okay. I just got home from my parents' house, changed into something comfy, and it is officially dinner time. So tonight for dinner, we are having gluten-free pad thai noodles with a red curry sauce and then shrimp as our meat. We'll probably put some eggs in there as well, but I'm going to show you what you will need to make this recipe. All right, so of course we're going to need our stir-fry rice noodles. I get the Thai kitchen ones because they are gluten-free. They say right on the ingredients label that they are rice and water only. Then you will need your Thai sauce. We have the red curry paste today that we are going to use. Usually we get the gluten-free pad Thai sauce. This time we thought we would try the red curry paste. The reason that this is empty is because I have it in a bowl on the side because I'm going to be mixing it with water. Then you're going to need your shrimp. All right, so you're going to want to start by boiling your water. Make sure that when you're boiling your water for noodles, you are adding salt in there. I just kind of guess how much I'm putting in, but you know, if you want to be better at it, do a tablespoon. We're going to go ahead and take them out of the packaging and place them in the boiling water. As you can see, they are not completely submerged in the water. So we're gonna wait for these to soften up at the bottom so that they'll completely submerge in water. And then once they're completely submerged in water, we will boil them for 4 to 6 minutes. These look like they are done, so I am just going to strain the water from these noodles and put it back in this bowl. Alright, so the noodles are nice and drained. I'm going to set them to the side, and now is the time to make the veggies that's going to go in it. So the spinach is done cooking. Isn't it crazy how much spinach you put in there and then how much is left after it's done cooking? I can't believe how small it gets. I just put some extra virgin olive oil in there and then let some minced garlic saute in there for a little bit before I then added the spinach and then sauteed it here. So this is all set. We are getting the shrimp marinated. So of course you're going to need your shrimp thawed out and peeled. Then we drizzle the olive oil over top. We are using this delicious organic truffle flavored extra virgin olive olive oil. Then you have your salt, pepper, minced garlic, parsley, and cayenne pepper all sprinkled on top. Then we're gonna take tongs and we're just going to mix it all together thoroughly. So this is officially ready to eat. I am so excited. It looks so yummy. So I'm going to go ahead and dig in.
A few moments later.
Dinner, check. Now it's time for dessert. I got out that dessert that we made earlier and I have it here. It looks so yummy and honestly it's really pretty, so I'm excited. I hope it's as yummy as it looks. So let's have our first bite because I'm extremely curious and I want to try it on camera with you. It's gonna be a really big bite because I couldn't make it smaller, so. Yeah. It's good. It's not very sweet. It's very sweet with the strawberries. I like it a lot, but if you're somebody who wants something super sweet, you're not gonna like this. You're gonna wanna add some sort of sugar or something like that to it, but because I don't eat sweets a whole lot, this is perfect for me. I love the texture of it with the strawberry, so I'm overall extremely happy with it. That concludes the What I Eat in a Day with Celiac Disease. You saw everything that I've eaten today. I do plan to make this a series, so I'm going to film what I eat in a days or what I eat in a weeks pretty regularly so that you guys get more meal ideas for gluten-free eating, dairy-free eating, or celiac disease eating. But yeah, I'm going to go eat this dessert and then relax for the rest of the evening. Work starts up again tomorrow, so thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a comment below because I'd love to chat with you. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you soon. Bye!